Hi folks. In the morning I had a few ideas on how to get snow off your roof, and I'd like to share them. And I did this video once before, so I'm a little bit frustrated by it, but whatever. Anyways, and by the way, whiteboards suck when you can't erase. Who cares? Okay, let's see. So here we have, let me get close to it so that it focuses in on, hopefully it focuses in. Sorry for all the noise. All right, so you have your house. Now, my thought was, you really don't want to go up on the house very much. So get a long rope, or tie one together so it's long enough. Get a couple of poles, a friend, and put the rope on the top of the pole, and then hold it. Keep it taut on both ends, and both of you are standing here at both ends of the house. Lift the poles up and the rope, swing them up like this to keep them taut, and then put the rope up, I don't know, about this high. Take the end of the rope and pull it taut. Walk away from the building, the back in front of the building. I know you can't see my hands because I'm such a close-up. And then put some tension on it so it gets down to the level of the roof through the snow. So it's going down into the snow. And then pull it towards it so you're pulling the snow off. Pull it so you're pulling the snow off. And so it sweeps the snow off. I don't know whether that'll work or not, okay? But it's safe. And it could be very quick if it does work. It really depends on a lot of things. Coefficient of friction, the angle of the roof, the temperature, the type of snow, a lot of factors. Okay, so the next one has a little bit of risk. So again, think this through. This is at your own, risk. Do this at your own risk. But anyways, if you can, or if you want to, climb up to the top, shovel off all the snow. Oh, the last part of that is then work your way up higher and higher with the rope, getting it as high as possible. You might have to stand a few rungs on a ladder in order to get it to the top part. Well, if you got a two-story house, this is going to be a lot harder. Another way to get the rope all the way across is to wind a string, nylon type string, man-made fiber type string around a baseball, and then throw it. And you wind it so that the spin of the baseball will help the string come off. And you want to wind it pretty tight and only in this one direction. Okay, and then you throw it, and it spins off as it's going. It works really well. I haven't done it for throwing over roofs, but I did it for we did it for something else. Thank you, Doug. So you throw it over the roof, then you attach the string onto a rope, and you'd pull the rope across the roof. And so that would be another way to do that. So then back to the other thing I was saying, if you take off some of the snow, you're releasing some of the stress on the beams. Then dig a path across the top, and put probably like 100 pounds of salt on the top. Does salt affect roofs? I don't know. I don't know what type of roof you have. I doubt it affects any roofs, to be honest. They last forever, but you might want to wash it off after you're done with this. Anyways, make sure the salt is touching snow. You don't want bare roof for this. You want it to melt, because if it's just sitting on bare tiles, it's not going to do anything. So you want it to melt and create a concentrated solution that runs down the face of the roof. And now you got essentially the snow removed. The coefficient of friction should drop dramatically because of this, and hopefully it would just slough off, which would be really cool. I have no idea how much salt it would take. I don't know, how much salt per linear foot, per square foot, whatever. You might want to try it on just the corner and see if it actually works doing that. When I say corner, not just a foot, because then you're going to have shear that's going to hold the snow up. You're going to have to go in probably like 5 feet as an experiment. Again, this is all experimental. I don't know if it works, but it might allow some people to be able to clean off their roof that wouldn't be able to otherwise. And if another snowstorm hits or whatever, yuck. And then, once you have that, you could also do the rope idea. So be creative and be safe and have a good day. Oh, more stuff. For people who can't do this, I would think it would be really neat to have the National Guard do it. And yeah, you're saying, well, are you doing more than you should? Well, it might help us reach our 32 million or whatever it needs to be to get to federal aid. But, how else is it going to be done? And people's lives are at stake. Furthermore, if you started talking to the insurance companies, and if they could put a quantitative number on the probability that there's going to be so many cave-ins in the area, so many deaths because of cave-ins, now all of a sudden the insurance company has motivation to sort of help pay for this, maybe 50-50, government and insurance companies, based on expected loss, value of loss in both buildings, material, and lives. So that may be a way to help fund something like this. And my final thing is, you've seen how I come up with creative solutions. I do this every single day of my life since I've been 9 years old, 4th grade. And so I don't mind giving these trivial billion-dollar things away free, or some of them. I do mind when the information gets passed along and I get no credit. That's really taking something that I need away from me, something very important. And it will prevent me from ever getting to the real big ideas, which you would not even believe. So please, if you're passing this along, share the credit. Thank you very much. Have a good and safe day. And don't do this unless you're willing to risk yourself and think about all the possible consequences. Thank you and goodbye.